Thank you for choosing the SNL Fan Podcast, and I'm your host, just some guy named Jay. And in this installment of the SNL Fan Podcast, what I want to talk about is Rashida Jones. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out and want to give a quick announcement. I want to give a shout out to Vibes Live Radio. Vibes Live is a 24-hour live stream that has many different segments on it. It's a 24-hour live stream. They have different segments. They have a talk radio element, seminar panels. They do ministries. They have educational programs. They also play music. They play music from different genres. Mostly urban music though, but they play music from all over even all over the globe. They play world music. If you're bored or you're at work and you just need to listen to something, you can always check out Vibes Live. They always have something interesting going on over there. And about the announcement I want to make, Vibes Live, along with myself here at Too Good for Radio, we're producing an audio sketch comedy show. Yeah, an audio sketch comedy show, and we're looking for cast members. We have a lot of people that have submitted things that want to be a part of the cast, but we're still looking for more talent. And if you're listening to this and you think you might be interested in something like that, definitely send us an MP3 of your work. 5 minutes or less. It has to be an MP3 form. Don't send any of this other stuff. Don't send a video file. Don't send some kind of quick media file. None of that. MP3. And also introduce yourself in the email. Don't, because we got some people who sent blind stuff. Just sent an MP3 or sent stuff without even putting their name on it. We didn't know what it was. So definitely let us know who you are. And give us a little information on yourself too. And we're also looking for writers too. So if you want to write, also send us an email saying you'd like to be a part of the, want to submit some ideas, submit some jokes or sketches, whatever you want to do. You'll be credited for your work, definitely. It's an audio sketch comedy show, and if you do voice acting or you're an actor, actress, stand-up comedian, whatever. You got funny characters, impressions, things like that. Definitely get at us. And you can send that to PodcastsOnDemand at yahoo.com. And I'm going to put that email address and some more information in the information box below so you guys can do it right. Because we got some people who didn't follow instructions. And they're definitely not making the cast. But yeah, I just want to let you know about that. All right, now let me move on to the topic of this podcast. It's basically Rashida Jones, who was on Parks and Recreation. You know her. You know her also as Quincy Jones' daughter. She's been in a lot of different things. She played in Wilford. She played on. She did some sketches on the Chappelle show with Dave Chappelle. And you've seen her face in a lot of different movies and television things. And right now she's a cast member on Parks and Recreation. And they're actually Park and Recreations has a lot of talented people that should host. Like Nick Offerman, Azizz and however you say his name. Of course, Amy Poehler already hosted. She was already a cast member. Who else would have made would make a good host? Well, yeah. That pretty much a lot of people over there. Aubrey Plaza or however you say her name. I think she even auditioned to be in the cast too. So yeah, that would be great. But yeah, I want to talk about Rashida Jones though. Rashida Jones, because when they were looking for a black female cast member to join SNL, they're also saying, well, you know what? These are some people we'd like to see, some African American females that we like to see host, and they've been throwing around those lists as well. Like who was on those lists? Oprah Winfrey, even though Oprah Winfrey already hosted back in the '80s. Who else did they have? Angela Bassett. I would definitely love to see Angela Bassett host because she's a chameleon. She can transform into anybody. I can imagine her doing great impressions on SNL because she does great portrayals of people in the movies. Who else? They also said who else was on these lists? Aisha Tyler. Kind of the usual suspects. But one of the names that's popping up on all the lists that you've seen on these blogs, Rashida Jones. And I definitely would like to see her host SNL. She's funny. She's funny on Parks and Recreation. She has those great facial expressions. Plus, she's racially ambiguous, so she could she could play a white woman and play an Indian. She could play different. If she plays a black woman, I'd be surprised. I mean, you know what? What is her ethnic back? What is she? What is she supposed to be on the show on Parks and Recreations? I guess it's never been defined. I get she's just a woman. You know what I'm saying? Is she supposed to be black, white, mixed, Latina? What is she on the show? She's just a woman. She's just a woman. Nobody talks about her race, but which is fine. I guess you don't need to, but I would like to see her. I definitely would like to see her host. If you would like to see her host too, definitely say something about it. Post your opinion. Do you think she'd make a good host? What kind of sketch ideas do you have for somebody like her? But also, I want to say something else too. Colin Jost is, one of the writing supervisors at SNL. He's going to be taking the place of Seth Meyers on Weekend Update. And he's currently dating Rashida Jones. Yeah. Wow. So that would be cool right there. It would be cool. But you know what? You know what, though? You know what? I actually heard he used to date Nasim Pedrad, too. And Nasim Pedrad is in the cast right now. You know what? I think that would be a cool little thing. Do you think that would be cool? If Rashid, I don't know. I think that would, especially if they mention that too on the show. I think that would be cool. Dang, Colin Jost, he banging them all, ain't he? He like that. He like that exotic meat. The exotic. You can't say dark meat, because even though they have they're women of color, they're not they're not really really dark. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think that would be cool. What do you think? Do you think? But I think it would just be cool to have Rashida Jones host. Nothing really to do with Colin Jost, but just seeing her performance on Parks and Recreation, and all the other things she's done. She's definitely funny. I would like to see that. You know what? It would be a good idea if she did an impression of Maya Rudolph. You think that'd be cool? Well, I don't know. Post your opinions. Let us know what you think. Again, I want to give another shout out to Vibes Live. You can check them out at vibeslive.com. I'm also going to put the link in the information box below. And also, if you're interested in joining the audio sketch comedy show, and we'll tell you the name of it later, because the name is kind of I want to keep that we'll keep that on the low. We don't want that to leak and somebody take our idea before we even have the cast together. So definitely, if you would like to be a cast member, if you're funny, you're a comedian, you want to get down, let us know. Send your MP3, your 5-minute or less MP3 if you're doing different characters, different voices, impressions, and things like that to PodcastsOnDemand at yahoo.com. And definitely do it right. And that's all I'd like to say. I'm just some guy named Jay, and good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.